We got the opportunity to catch up with the Spartan women's golf squad as they head back from the NCAA Division III championships where they finished 11th. We actually caught up with them in the airport before they were boarding a plane to head back to York. So enjoy our conversation. Certainly it's been a great time covering this team this year. It's been fantastic with a MAC championship, 7 individual tournament titles, and a trip to the NCAA Division III tournament. So please enjoy our conversation with the York College women's golf team. We're here with head golf coach Dave Boslough. Coach, congratulations on an 11th place finish of the national championships. Pretty good job by the ladies.
Thanks.
What do you think was the key to be able to, one, make the cut this year, and then be able to hold on to your spot as you went through?
Yeah, I mean, I think the same thing we've done all year is just think of it as, every day was another round tournament. So, our goal in the second round was to win that round, as we didn't win the previous round and for round 3. And then today, I think we had a little bit more energy than yesterday because it was the final round, and go see what we can do.
How mentally exhausting is it for the kids? They have not played a tournament beyond 2 rounds this year, and now you're asking to play 4 rounds in a competitive championship situation. How difficult was that to make that adjustment for the kids?
Yeah, this year especially, definitely an adjustment. When we think about the the walkthrough, the practice round, and all the way through today, that's 6 straight days of seeing the course all 18 holes. So it's definitely a grind, and then you put national championship pressure on that, so it's pretty exhausting. But that's why you're there, right? I mean, you're trying to win the tournament or make the cut or whatever your goals are each round. I would say what's good with national championship is pace of play is quick. So they're usually right around 4.5 hours, so they don't drag on. I think that helps a little bit with not having 6.5 hour rounds as we did during the season. But yeah, I mean, it's exhausting, but that's why you're there. You want to be there.
How valuable is this experience for our kids, knowing that everybody's supposed to come back next year? You're going to have a really good team again. How valuable was this experience?
Yeah, extremely. Like you said, everyone's back next year, so this gives everyone this season, and even the players who weren't in the lineup, they traveled here to experience it, which was awesome. So, they got to experience it from viewing and seeing how the tournaments run, and I guess our daily schedule, they got to witness that. So, but the players here who were playing, they're back. They have that experience. It was huge to make the cut so you can get those 4 rounds. And I think really just understand when you see the difference between us and then the couple, the final 4 teams that were in contention, what do we have to do next year to get to that level? What's the difference? And you got to experience it here on the highest stage. So it was really important and will help us with our goals for next season.
Considering where we were in January and February, what does it feel like to have completed a season, won a conference title, and participate in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, we were, celebrating yesterday when we all passed our COVID tests. Both teams had no positive tests this year, so we were undefeated in the COVID testing. So just to get both teams and nationals and experience, everything we got to do this year, and the school allowing us to test and compete and build a schedule that can compete at a national level. It was awesome. It was a great experience after losing last year for sure.
What was it like? What was the experience like? Your first national championship tournament? What are your thoughts after playing all 4 rounds and doing pretty well?
Yeah, so I think when we all got there, we were all in a little bit of awe and shock and wow, this is actually happening. But it was a great week. I met a lot of really nice people, a lot of really nice coaches, and the golf course was honestly, when we were doing the practice round, I thought, wow, this is going to be a really easy course to play, no big deal. And then we actually started playing the course, and I was like, not so much. So I thought it was a really good test of our skills, and it was a really good championship course. But just the overall experience, it was very positive. It was a really well-run tournament.
How important is it to get the experience of playing there? Because you guys haven't played any, first of all, this year you didn't play any, other than MAC championships, you didn't play any multi-day tournaments. How important was it to go out there and get a 4-day tournament experience as we move forward down the line, especially next year?
Yeah, so I think it kind of sets a momentum for the future for kind of how we expect to play and how well our team actually is. So hopefully we can get some other like really good players once our seniors graduate next year.
Talk a little bit about the experience of just getting 4 rounds of championship competition in the NCAA tournament and getting that experience this year.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole year our goal was to get to nationals and obviously to make the cut into place as well as we could. So I mean, we definitely that was the plan, was to make the cut, play all 4 rounds, and then yesterday when we did that, that felt really great. And overall, I think it was a great first experience, and hopefully it'll prepare us for going back next year and being able to get in that top 4.
Obviously, you had a much better tournament as the tournament went on. You had not the kind of round you wanted on Tuesday, but then you really rebounded and came back and shot 3 good scores the rest of the tournament. How important is that for you to know that you can kind of throw that bad round aside and be able to come back and play well?
I think for me, that was really big. I've never done that before. Usually, even just with even yesterday, starting off with the 2 doubles, usually that would kind of derail the whole round to start. And I was able to come back after that first round and shoot the 79. And then yesterday I was able to keep it together and shoot an 83, which wasn't great, but it wasn't bad considering the start. And then today was a decent round too.
How important is it in general for your team to get this experience together? Because you guys are super close. You spent a lot of time together over the last 2 weeks. How good was this for this team to be together and get to spend so much time together?
Yeah, I mean, this was incredible. We've had tournaments before. There were a couple days, but it's never been anything like this where we're together every second for a week, and having the rest of the team fly out. And even though they were just spectating, we couldn't really spend a lot of time with them. Just having them there and having that support was great.
What was it like to have the experience you guys had playing in the championship, getting all 4 rounds in, being able to compete and finish in the top 11? What was that like for this team this year?
I think honestly, like it was getting in it was like you said, it was getting the experience. I think it was something we've wanted since my freshman year. We're kind of almost expecting going into the MAC. And so having that and being able to all come together, especially after a year of COVID, to kind of finally meet that goal. It was just awesome.
I had asked Anna this, but what is it like to spend so much time together? I mean, you guys are close anyway, but essentially for the last week and a half, you guys have been together all the time. Was it something that was really good for you guys and was a good team bonding experience and really allowed you to grow? Was it something that you guys really enjoyed?
Yeah, I think it definitely allowed us to get closer, get to know each other a little bit better. Like you said, we were pretty much in a bubble together for like 7 days. So we got to know each other even more, got to know each other's games better, and just got to experience this as a team and for each other. I think no one was really here on their own. It was just, this is our experience together as a team. And then also having the rest of our teammates come and share that with us. We weren't just playing as the 5 for each other. We were playing for the whole team. And I think, that brought everybody really close together.
What did it mean to you individually? Obviously, you probably didn't play quite as well as you would have liked to. We always like to play better, right? Yeah. But what did it mean to you to be able to go out there and compete with your teammates and give yourselves a chance to finish, make the cut, and then finish where you guys finished?
Honestly, it meant everything. Being able to be part of such a young team and come out here together and really make history for each other, for York. It just meant, I think it meant the world to all of us. It's something I think all of us have dreamed of, probably even before we came to college. And so being able to live that out with each other, it was everything.
We want to thank Coach Dave Boslough, Natalie, Anna, and Jordan for joining us from the airport as they are getting ready to head back to York after a highly successful trip to the NCAA Division III tournament. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to being able to cover the Spartans as they get back to action next September, hopefully with a full slate of tournament action. So until then, go Spartans.